Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Beautiful souls, good morning from the UK at the time of doing these readings. Beautiful souls, welcome back if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Now, today we're asking about the month of October. I'm doing these readings a little bit in advance so that you can check them out ahead of time. And as always, my all zodiac sign readings will be on my other channel, which is the Moon Magic Monthly Tarot channel. This is the Moon Magic Weekly Tarot channel. If you want to check out your all zodiac sign readings as well, you'll be able to find them over on that other channel, and there are extended readings in Patreon and in the YouTube members area as well. Now, beautiful souls, let us move to your readings. Thank you so much for being here. I feel very humbled and very honoured, and thank you for your comments and all of the love and support that you send. Now, we have 3 piles to choose from, and I'm also going to draw some tokens as well as the cards that we have. I'll show you the cards first. Sometimes people are drawn to more than one reading. This often means that maybe Source Spirit is bringing through a different message or wanting to talk to you about a different area of your world for this month. But we will ask for as much information as we can about the coming month of October. Or indeed, if you're watching this in the middle of October, it may even relate to what's happening to you right now. So pile 1. We have the card of grace and beauty. This is mountain above, fire below. So that's for pile 1. Pile 2, we have organized discipline. This is card number 7, and it's earth above, water below. Okay, and then for pile 3, we have card number 64, nearing completion. Fire above, water below. So those are our 3 cards. I'm going to draw tokens as well. And I always list all of the cards and the tokens, if I'm using them, or charms, runes, anything that I use, I always list them in the description below, and I also always put them in a comment. So if there's anything I'm using today that you want to find out about or find for yourselves, you'll be able to do so. So we have 2 tokens coming out for you, pile 1. We have... Now it's 112, it looks like a stone gateway, and also we have like a cog. I'm just going to check what that is. Let me just grab that book for you. 112. Just to make sure I'm right. It just looks like a stone gateway. Actually 112p, it says, all right, it's the symbol of pi. Here am I saying p, pi. Ratio 3.14, complex issues requiring formulaic resolutions. That's pile 1 with the cog. We have 2 for pile 2. You have the key, and you have the moon. Okay, pretty cool tokens, I've got to say. And then for pile 3, you have 2 tokens as well. You have some nuts and bolts. This is token number 24. And you have 2 masks. Okay, so my beautiful souls, these are your cards, your tokens, ready for the readings for the 3 piles. I'm going to leave the video running for just a few moments longer. Take as long as you need. You can press the pause button if you need even longer, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment, and we will find out as much as we can about what is happening for you in October. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's find out what is happening for you in October. Mountain above and fire below is a card of grace. And I'm finding, I think it's really interesting. I wasn't sure. This looked to me like a gateway. And in fact, it is the symbol of pi. And it indicates that there's a problem or a complex situation. I won't call it a problem because it doesn't quite feel like it, but almost as if you are needing to navigate through, maybe a complex set of circumstances. The cog indicates to us that you will be able to do this with ease, that the right solutions will come to you. With the grace card, this is very much about embodying spirit, embodying grace, dignity, these kind of elements in a very, it's like applying yourself to something gently. So I feel we're being shown in October already that maybe the world will be full of quite a complex set of arrangements. There may be like more than one thing going on for you. It could be quite a busy month. We'll find out more with your cards. And I don't want to say too much until we get more information. But pile one, I do feel in a way it does become like a gateway, where somehow you navigate through a whole set of things that need to be processed, and doing so with grace and with dignity. Somehow it feels as though the solutions come to you easily. Do you know, my beautiful souls, I am really drawn to use the runes. Now, I hadn't got them out, but I'm actually going to just reach for them. They are just behind me on my shelf. I feel absolutely drawn to the runes for you, for this pile. Whether they come to other piles, I do not know, but for you, I am really seeing them. We have, for you, we have Berkana. Now, this is indicating a new phase of growth, like a whole new phase. It's not even like it's not a small beginning. It's a big new phase. It wouldn't be like turning over a page in a book. It would be an entirely new book. Now we also have the rune of Isa, which is the rune of ice or standstill. We have the rune of Perth, which is the rune of initiation, and we have Manas, the rune of the self. Okay. I feel that there is a very personal transformation coming for you with Manas, the self. Very, very, very personal. There's a personal stage of evolution. Maybe you are having to sift through some quite complex situations or even issues within yourself. Now you may need to, from time to time, pause, press the pause button, stand still in order to evaluate and review. You may even feel at times that things are not moving forwards. You may feel as if there are things that are either in the way or there's some stuckness with ice. But you know, I kind of want to say, my beautiful pile one, if anything feels like it's grinding to a halt, like the cogs and the wheels aren't turning, it will be because you need to see something. It will be like the universe slowing things down very specifically for you, so you can see what needs to be attended to then move forwards, for the cogs and the wheels to move on, to get going again. So it's really interesting. I really feel like you are going to be unbelievably supported in the month of October, held in grace, supported in grace and dignity, so you can navigate possibly a whole series of steps to process something, or a whole series of things maybe for some of you. And those things could be internal or external. I think for most of you actually, or certainly this is what I'm seeing with the rune of the self, Manas. With Manas, it's like taking the rune of joy, which looks like a P, splitting it down the middle, and it's like joy looking at itself. It's almost as though to come through this sort of process of initiation, like It's a bit like, I always think Perth is a bit like coming through a tunnel, or I would almost venture to call it like a birth canal, where you come through this tunnel or this birth canal and you can see the light at the end, you know, but there's a whole series of things you need to navigate to come through and out the other side. And I feel that you will be absolutely guided and protected at every step. It's almost as though the universe will speed things forwards for you when everything is in alignment. And if there's anything that you need to see that you might previously, that you might either have missed, like if you were in a real hurry with something and you were heading forth at a fast pace, you could miss something that needs to be attended to. This is like really thorough, but also with grace and dignity. I think this is very thorough, and you can move forwards, with care, respect, grace. You navigate through something. It's like the way is lit up for you. Let's draw more cards. Here am I saying I don't want to say too much, and I've said loads, but there's a lot coming through already for you. Okay, we have share the gift. Look at that hand. You're certainly going to be given a helping hand. We have sad embrace. We kindly ask for guidance and information. And then we have sage, sacred medicine, cleansing. Okay, how can we place your cards? I think those would go really well down there. And we will put this here. Now I feel like I am drawn to use some astrology cards, some little karma, they're called karma cards. Bear with me, they're on my shelf behind me. Isn't it interesting? I feel like I'm bringing in extras. When I prepare for a reading, you know, I really sit with which cards to use and make sure that I'm comfortable with what we're using before we begin. But for some reason, your reading, pile one, is calling in extras. I wonder if you are given an extra helping hand, or you give, maybe you share the gift, you give a helping hand to something or to someone or to a situation that is in process. Then we have your feelings, attitudes from the past. This is the sign of Cancer. Intuition, protection. Attitudes from the past resulting in history. Use your intuition. Yeah, I think you are lending a hand to something. It's fascinating, you know, in a way. It's almost as if it's like you are the vehicle that transforms something. You are the vehicle that puts oil on the wheels, the oils, the cogs and the wheels of something. Or it's almost as if you are the gateway, you create the gateway, or there's something of you. I mean, in a way, it's almost like you are the project manager of something. I don't quite know how else to say that. But yeah, this is really, really interesting. I wonder if there is a major shift. Now, and I feel like maybe this isn't just your world. Maybe you're a part of something, but this is so much bigger. This is much, much more than just you. This sad embrace. Something is being navigated, a complex situation. The reason it's complex, I suspect, is that it does involve other people. Let's draw your tarot cards and see what else we are shown. Maybe you are the vehicle of transformation, perhaps not just for yourself, but for someone else as well. May we kindly ask for information about October. May we kindly ask for information about October for my pile. For my pile ones. I'm giggling because these cards are quite lively coming out for you. May we kindly ask information for October from my pile 1. So you have the King of Cups. You have the Magician. You have the Page of Swords. You have the Five of Swords. You have the Four of Swords. Okay, can I get all these into view? Bear with me. I'm just going to move the cards around a teensy bit. There, we can now see everything on our top row. Then we have the Hierophant. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Fool. Wowza wow. Wow, wow, wow. What is really, really interesting to me is, with the exception of the Hierophant, all of your cards are in the upright position. In a way, with these particular cards, this is the Tarot of Opposites. You know, they show both sides of the energy of the card. And everything is in the higher vibrational position except for the Hierophant sitting in the middle here. And he looks a little grumpy. Now this is a card of tradition. It's a card of higher guidance. And why is this in the lower vibrational position when everything else is in the higher vibrational position? You have a weasel here with the Fool as well. Oh no, actually the Fool is also in the reverse position. How interesting. Okay, so I have, yeah, my first glance, I was just seeing this Fool. Ah, how fascinating. Right, here is the Fool in the upright position, and here we have the Fool with the weasel. Ah, now I am seeing actually what this is saying. What I'm seeing here in your reading, my beautiful souls, is that there's an undercurrent of something here that you have to process. I think the reason this is quite complex is because during what I'm seeing in October, this, whatever it is you have to process, there are undercurrents to it. Now with the Ten of Pentacles here, this could involve a family situation, or I do feel it's close to home. That's what I want to say. There's a situation that feels very close to home. I don't feel like this is your working world. I do feel it's more to do with either your personal, some element of your personal life. It could be your immediate community, your immediate family, the surroundings, literally the bricks and mortar of your world. But I actually feel like there's somebody who's a bit disgruntled. Now, I feel that you are navigating quite a complex situation. There's a lot going on under the surface. And with the share the gift, you see, I think in a way you have the ability, my beautiful pile 1, to navigate through this process to a point where it's like the way it's done, I think you are able to sort of, I don't know, it's like you call the shots in terms of the way something is, and I'm going to say completed. It can be completed with grace and dignity, or it could be kind of it could be a situation where something feels very disgruntled. Somebody may be feeling very disgruntled. With the weasel energy in the Fool, in native traditions, weasels were sent into sort of like enemy camps because they have the ability to shapeshift, I guess, but really to understand and see exactly what's being said. So it's kind of like if you have like weasel medicine, weasel energy, or weasel is a helper to you, a totem animal, or even your spirit animal. If you have weasel energy, you can see what's going on beneath the surface. It's not hidden from you. It's like you can look into like a mirror, and like you don't just see an image that looks back at you. You see way more than that. You know, you see beyond that. It's like you could look into It's like looking into a mirror or looking at someone. If we think of that, what's that saying? The eyes, your eyes are the mirror of your soul. I think you can look into someone's eyes and you can see their soul. You can see what is going on. And I think this is why it is so very valuable for you to navigate October with grace and with dignity, because there is a complex situation or circumstance around you. I think in reality it needs to be brought to the point where it's like you come out of that tunnel at the other end. Now, I'm not saying this is negative. I'm not getting, because lots of the cards on your top row, all of your cards are in the upright position. I actually feel you're very much in charge of this. Interestingly enough, I think both, it is quite emotional, but you're very much in charge of your emotions. And with the Page of Swords, you're possibly testing the waters in terms of how you process things, but you're navigating into new territory here. But I think you're doing it knowingly and willingly, and I do feel it affects like the immediacy of your own personal world. Literally, the bricks and mortar, the family, the people around you, circumstances. Use your intuition at every step of the way, my lovely pile ones, because you have the ability to really see what's going on and to approach this. That's why the Fool is showing in that it's not because there shouldn't be a new beginning. On the contrary, I think you're moving towards a very distinct new beginning. I think you're choosing to process something. This could be an internal processing of something, which you then subsequently sort of, you come to peace, you make your peace with it. With the Four of Swords, you find you are going to come out of this finding peace, but the peace also comes through absolute full awareness. You really, really get to the bottom of something here, and whether you are dealing with something in an actual, like in the physicality of your world, or you're processing your own internal experience, your feelings about the past. It's a very therapeutic month for you, my beautiful pile ones. On some level, whatever other readings you may tune into for October, for this month, for you, this is very, very cathartic. It's very therapeutic. You process something that needs to be processed. It's completely appropriate for you to find your peace, to let something go, to move beyond something. Look at these doors being opened to this beautiful garden. It could even be you that has been disgruntled about something. It could be you that has maybe something that you had a commitment to, or that you had believed in, has sort of, you've come to the realization of how it really is. There's no hiding anything. There's something here where there's no hiding it from you anymore, really. And so there will be pockets of time when things slow down for you, and as something slows down for you, you are able to then it is as if the universe really supports these moments where you slow down. I think sometimes you receive help from the universe, and sometimes also you may be giving help, because you may be helping to illuminate what is under the surface for others as well. Weasel used to do that. Weasel would go into enemy camps, find out all the information that was needed, and come back and tell the people what was going to happen in order to help them to know how to move forwards. So I feel there's quite a mutuality of both giving and receiving here. But I do think by the time you get probably to the end of October, you are very much in the territory of a whole new phase of life. It's literally something is shifted, it's changed for you. I'm going to draw just a few more cards, my beautiful pile one, to kind of see whether any further information is given. But this is quite specific for you, and there's so much encouragement for you. But yeah, you will see You're processing something that can no longer be, it has to be processed. This is the nature of the times. And doing it with grace and dignity is absolutely the way to handle this. Let's draw just a few more cards to see what else we are shown about October. Is there anything else that my pile ones could know about or should know about for the month of October, please? May I kindly ask about the month of October, please? May I kindly ask about the month of October, please? You have the card of Judgment. How interesting. Okay. You have the Knight of Wands. Again, look at this, the Dark Knight coming out here. You have the Wheel of Fortune. And then you have the Four of Wands as well. Very interesting. In its sort of reverse position, the wheel is turning. Even though the Four of Wands is in the reverse position, I actually think that you let go of a commitment to something that no longer serves you. And that's part of this complex process. So it could be just like something that a contract that you had agreed to, when you were tiny. There could even be like the end of a karmic contract here. Look at this little baby here. And then we have the skull, like this ultimate transformation. Something that you it's really interesting, something that you came here, some of you, to resolve at a level of soul. Something that previously maybe you haven't even been fully aware of. I think you process it. The shadow sides of this come to the surface. The wheel turns and you are released. If there is a karmic contract that you almost were born into, you are released from it. And that is the real message that I'm seeing. This is, gosh, with the Wheel of Fortune, absolutely. This is the end of a karmic contract or a karmic cycle, or something that you were bound to that you're no longer bound to. And whether you were disgruntled and kind of miffed and pissed off with it, or somebody else was, whatever this is, it reaches its conclusion. It is there, it's out in the open, it's no longer hidden, and you are completely free. You are resolved of it, and with grace, supported every step of the way. You come to a place of peace with this. Whatever this is for you, it does feel like the end of some kind of a karmic contract is the best way I can describe it, I think, for you, my pile ones. Beautiful souls, this is the message that's coming through for you in this particular reading. And this is sort of like a massive undertone, a layer of work at a level of soul that is happening in October for you, and you will be free of it and be in a space of absolute peace, which is so, so, so beautiful. Pile one, thank you for being here. If this is resonating with you, please do give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never, ever, ever miss a reading. Thank you, all of you who've been signing up to my tarot course. It is wonderful to be walking alongside you on your tarot journey. And thank you, all of you, for commenting. I do read your comments. I'm very humbled by hearing your stories. So thank you so, so much. It really is. You are so, so inspirational. The level of soul work that is happening is mind-blowing. So thank you, beautiful souls. Tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have a key and organized discipline. This is a card, and the moon. This is a card very much of leadership, of stepping up. I wonder, with the moon being in a crescent phase, whether you are in the early stages of stepping up into something. Maybe a key is given to you. Let's find out more. I'm going to draw some runes. You've got 2 coming through. you have the rune of Rado, journey, and you also have Soello. Oh, this is really, really fascinating. So what this is showing us is, I think there is a particular pathway that you will be taking. Some of you may even go on a journey. My beautiful souls, you may even be, if you're planning, excuse me, I'm just going to turn the light down a little bit so I think we can see those more clearly. If you're planning a journey in October, I think you may well be gifted a key to something while you are on that journey. And this is taking you on a really, really important pathway. Let's draw more cards and find out, pile 2, what is happening in October for my pile 2s. May we kindly ask what is happening for my pile 2s in October. We'll draw your oracle cards first. I'm seeing this one. And this one. We'll draw an astrology card as well. I feel 2 coming through from this pack. Let's see what we have before we draw your tarot cards. You have life lessons again, unexpected visitors. Life lessons again, unexpected visitors. You have grandfather, son, sacred fire, gratitude. And then we have Leo, self-confidence, taking a chance, the creativeness, leadership. This is about leadership. It's about personal leadership. Okay, let's put this here. And then we have benefit, the North Node. Oh, you're moving towards something. Have faith, don't worry, now is the time. There is some divine timing around and something a very successful pathway to take. I think it may involve some form of travel. I know Rado can indicate travel of the mind, and traveling within, journeying within, rather than specifically travel, on the outer plane, as it were, in your 3D world. But I think for some of you, this may well involve some form of travel. Something is opening up for you. There is a pathway and it's leading to something here for you. And the something will be very successful. I actually think it's leading to something, almost like something unexpected will happen along the way. When you decide to take a journey and then something completely unexpected happens en route. Like you bump into somebody, you get talking to someone. For me, this is reminding me of something. I remember taking a train journey somewhere and I ended up sitting next to somebody. The train was really, really packed and I ended up sitting next to somebody, just looked like an ordinary everyday kind of person in their clothing, but he looked like he was reading a really interesting book. And so I inquired, we sort of nodded and it turned out that he was in fact a Buddhist monk. Although he wasn't dressed in anything that would identify that. And the book he was reading was written to him, or was written by his mentor. And it had actually, which I didn't know until later, it had been personally gifted to him by his mentor. So this was somebody of really, really, I kind of want to say high up, but I don't think Buddhists do high up. But let's say somebody who is elevated enough in their consciousness to be writing. And I mean, anyway, it was somebody who would have been recognized within Buddhist traditions as traveling that journey for a long time and had written this book of profound wisdom. And then this person got off the train before me, and as he got off the train, he gifted me the book. He just said, "Oh, I think you would enjoy this," and he gave it to me. I was so humbled. I'm getting goosebumps while I'm saying it. I was so humbled to receive the book, and that's how I know it was gifted to him personally, because when I opened the book, the writer of the book had written a personal note to him. And, I feel very touched and even now quite emotional just remembering that moment and thinking of the extraordinary generosity of that man. Totally unexpected. And I feel that something is coming to you that is quite unexpected, that it will throw you into a place of gratitude. There is something, it changes the direction of your future. It takes you perhaps on a very different path. It may even set you forth on a different journey. It could be that it doesn't happen on a journey and someone unexpectedly knocks on your door, comes into your life, but that interaction takes you on another journey, a journey that was unexpected, a new pathway. It is almost as though, this says life lessons again, but I almost feel as though this is changing the direction. So maybe it means you don't have to repeat a life lesson again or stay in the same position. Or maybe this journey is to teach you that you don't have to follow the same pattern in some way. Let's draw your tarot cards, pile 2, and find out more. May we kindly ask what this is actually about for my pile 2s, please. What is this about, and how is this unfolding in October for my pile 2s? I'm seeing this one. Oh, there's 2 coming through there. And also that one, and also that one. May we kindly ask. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and in a reverse position, we have, or in the shadow side, we have the Ace of Swords, seeing a very decisive energy. We have the 10 of Wands. Then we have the 4 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the 5 of Wands, okay. And then finally, I'm just going to put the High Priestess just here. Okay. Let us check out with the energy of your cards. I think a situation arises where you can, and I think for some of you it is genuinely unexpected, like a gift, like that incredible gift that was given to me. There is an opportunity for you to take a different pathway. Now, this could be a different pathway within yourself. It could be if you have been holding on to something, you can choose to do it differently. But I feel like for many of you, there is an internal choice here. It's very clear cut. It may be an external circumstance, but I think it's like how you respond to it. And, do you choose to continue to be burdened by a previous pattern of response or a previous pattern of behavior or a previous attitude, or do you liberate yourself from this? And I believe there is an opportunity for you to take a different pathway. And somehow this is going to come to you in an unexpected way. I'm now really drawn. When I go home, I'm going to pick up that book and I'm going to randomly open it and see what I'm shown. I just feel there's almost something like finding a message that is being gifted a message through a circumstance or in an unexpected way. It is completely guided. But the circumstance is here very specifically, I think, to give you a choice as to whether you take a new pathway and do it differently, or whether you remain repeating a pattern. That there literally is a situation where you can do it the way you've always done it, or you can do it differently. And in a way, it's like stepping out of your comfort zone. I think this is a true gift. The key has a heart on it. I think it's new for you. It would mean doing something very differently. It would mean, perhaps stepping away from an environment where you considered it to be very, very safe, but actually you felt quite stuck. Or like if you had wanted to join something and then somebody, like a group, and then someone comes along and literally offers you, it pops through your door. Suddenly you've always wanted to join a particular group, and then suddenly a leaflet is popped through your door offering you a course completely free of charge that's doing the thing you've always wanted to do. But actually now you'd have to make the decision to actually do it. rather than just sitting there thinking, oh, I'd love to do that, but I don't have the money. And suddenly there is the opportunity right on your doorstep. Off you go, you do it, or do you? Do you then face up to the fact that maybe the reason you have always said, oh, I wouldn't have enough money, was because you were perhaps fearful of actually doing it, of stepping out of your comfort zone? There is something here that where you can genuinely change your pathway. I really think it changes something of the shape of your future. And we have the Five of Wands, suggesting that there is some conflict here around this. Maybe it is that conflict between staying safe but staying stuck, or launching yourself into it. You know, with the Five of Pentacles, if you have been feeling isolated, but you're also fearful of stepping into a new relationship or a new friendship because previously you have felt overloaded by relationships. Actually, it's time to put that to rest. And it's like set forth. You have a Page of Pentacles. Choose to invest in something. Perhaps previously you have held on. If you're fearful of losing money, you hold on to money, but you never really invest it where it can be. Perhaps there is something here that can take you on a whole new journey. And it's an amazing journey, but you'd have to choose to invest in it. And maybe that takes you out of your comfort zone. Perhaps you are fearful of this being a burden. But actually, if you do step out of your comfort zone and you make that commitment, I think you're going to love it. There is conflict around this for you, or debate within your mind, and yet this is guided. Do you stay the same or do you change? Do you move forwards and embrace this opportunity, or do you talk yourself out of it? That is what I'm seeing in your reading. Let's draw more cards to see if we can get any more information about this. Let's ask about the Five of Wands. What is the conflict about? Or how can my pile twos overcome the conflict? Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, and we see like a boat that needs repairing. Or maybe it's too far gone. It can't be repaired. You need to move on. We also have the card of Justice. I think something kind of reaches a point where you kind of, interestingly enough, I kind of feel you can't go back. Actually, I do feel that it's a situation is no longer tenable. And so you do actually need, an opportunity comes along that is actually super, I think it's a super amazing opportunity. And interestingly enough, even if there is conflict within your mind about it, I actually do think this is, it reaches a point in October where you kind of can't deny that it's not really working for you anymore. So something comes along almost to give you that opportunity, like a contrasting experience. When you have an experience and it's like, wow, this is... this is just amazing. This feels so good. And it highlights that something really, really isn't okay. And then, what do you do? Do you try to stay with something that isn't okay? Or do you seize the moment because something is just calling you, drawing you? This is about stepping up and making that choice. Yeah, you have the Four of Wands. I just feel that, I do feel that you realise something is broken and can't be fixed. Whether that is a pattern within you or a situation you're in, I do think it comes to a head, but I also think there is an unexpected opportunity made available to you simultaneously that takes you on a new journey in a new direction. Look at that. You have the Ace of Pentacles. And if we look at this from both sides, this card, you can choose to invest in it, or you can cling to the past. I think this is a turning point for you, my beautiful pile twos, in October. Do you stay the same, or do you change? Do you repeat, or do you take a new pathway? Do you accept that something isn't working, and then you seize the moment and you embrace what's being offered to you? I think this is your choice. Leadership. Do what you want to. Whatever it is that isn't working, do what you want to. There will be success. Grandmother, Sun, Sacred Fire, Gratitude. You are going to love this. But there has to be, I think, an acceptance. Something comes along and brings something to a point where you can see this is no longer right for you, whether it's internal or external. But simultaneously, an opportunity arrives that takes you on a whole new journey. There is an opportunity where you can make this decision, this choice. And it's a clear-cut choice, really. In terms of your happiness, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer. But in terms of your decision, I think somehow, I think you might actually slightly overburden yourself with trying to think this through or the conflicts around it. But I do feel it's a no-brainer, really. Let's ask about the opportunity. Could we ask how the opportunity arrives? Is it just simply that is the opportunity there in the fact that you can see something can't be fixed or is no longer worthy of your future? Or does something specific arrive? What happens? Okay, we have. Interesting. I kind of haven't quite worked out how these cards are coming out. Okay. So we have here the Eight of Wands. Ah, look. If we look in the position that I believe it came out in, Eight of Wands, which is a kind of a reverse energy. We then have the Ten of Swords in an upright position. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Look at the choices. I think something happens, something breaks. And because it breaks, this I'm going to use a really practical example, but if you've been holding on to, let's say you've been holding on to like a vehicle that just keeps on breaking down, and you keep on investing in it, but it really isn't working anymore. This would be the point where it really breaks down and you just kind of know that you can't continue to invest in this because it's not working anymore, and the cost of it would so outweigh the value of it. And even though in a way, maybe you had a connection with this, it's time to kind of let it go. And it's actually a symbolic of you being able to give yourself permission to let go of things in your life that don't work anymore. I think sometimes we stay in a situation, almost we stay there, even though it's not really working for us, or we're just rubbing along nicely, but we're not really, we're not thriving. Perhaps we're surviving rather than thriving, or we're ticking over rather than living vibrantly. And something, but we stay as it is because it feels okay. And then something comes along that highlights this really, really, really does have to end. And I think that's what's happening. Something is highlighted that you can't continue on a particular pathway, but the new pathway is so amazing for you. It may have arrived unexpectedly, but it brings you so many choices. And it also causes you, very specifically here, my pile 2, to really think about what really matters to you. So this is why there is such a big internal evaluation taking place. I think there is an external circumstance that kind of breaks. But actually, the real key here is the internal energy where you do journey inwards, actually, and you actually think about what really matters to you, and you think about your happiness and where you wish to invest your time and your energy and your money, and you actually make a really clear decision that's right for you. And I think a circumstance comes to a head, or happens, or a situation arrives that where the choice is sort of like really, really clear cut. And I think it does unexpectedly happen. It could well come through somebody gifting you something. Do you know, even if something breaks, it's actually a gift that it's broken, because it frees you to move forwards. It is a key to a new pathway for you. This is a big, big message for you, my pile 2s. Thank you so much for being here. If this is resonating with you, or you're wondering what this might be about, some of you will probably know. I think it might be a confirmation for some of you, because you kind of are doing that ticking over. But it doesn't feel in any way as if the outcome is negative, because we see so much positivity in your choice to do something that is going to make your heart sing and resonate with who you are as a human being, as a, and not just as a human being, as a light worker, a soul having a human journey, something that is now going to resonate with you and take you on a pathway that is now singing to you rather than maintaining something. My beautiful pile twos, I am sending you all the love in the world. Do please send me, messages through the comments. It is so lovely to read of your stories and hear what is happening. I do feel this is a really amazing opportunity, success. There will be success, and so in a way, this is like a gift that you've been praying for with the High Priestess. A gift you have been praying for to create that window of opportunity for you to invest differently. Whereas previously, I think there was a conflict around do you, don't you, should I, shouldn't I? I think this becomes a no-brainer. It may be unexpected, but wow, it's really super amazing. It is the path you are meant to be following. I am sending you all the love in the world, my beautiful pile twos. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. Do give me the thumbs up if this is resonating. And thank you so much, all of you who've signed up to my tarot course. It is wonderful to be walking with you on a part of your tarot journey. Tons of love, beautiful souls. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. I'm going to draw you some runes first of all. You have 3 coming through. You have Perth, the rune of initiation. Do you know, this is amazing because this has actually come out in every single one of the readings. Then we have flow, which is fascinating. Look at the flow of water here. And then we have the rune of gateway. This is really interesting. Thurizaz. You have nuts and bolts, nearing completion. And you also have these 2 masks. Something is, I think you are coming to the ending of something and a new beginning emerges. Let us draw your oracle cards and your tarot cards before we say too much more. May we kindly ask, please, for information about October. We have trust in the wise spirits and your prayer will be answered. What prayer is this, my beautiful pile 3s? We also have solitude. Okay. We kindly ask for information. You have 2. We have to all my relations, card number 10, interconnectedness. We also have the dream catcher, dream time. I am wondering, my beautiful pile 3s, if this could be for some of you a relationship reading. Have you been alone, in solitude, waiting, searching, looking for the right person? This could also be community. This could be, a best buddy, but I do feel this is a connectedness. The right kind of, like the right tribe, the right group, the right people, the right location where you've got the right people around you. Trust in the wise spirits and your prayer will be answered. Dreamcatcher. Dream time. I feel like you're nearly there. But there's some practical stuff with the nuts and bolts. There are some practical things that you need to do. I also think you have to take off any masks that you believe you have had to wear in the past. I think you have to be completely your authentic self. I don't think you need to be anything for anyone. You just need to be you. And I think if you can be you for you, that may be a key part. Now this card is speaking to me, granting the blessings and good fortune. This is Jupiter. And be positive. It's time to grow and expand. I think that is all I'm getting from this pack. Let's draw your tarot cards. So what is happening for you? I feel a period of disconnectedness, solitude is coming to an end. It's coming to a completion. You're not quite there yet. And you are going to be stepping into new territory, which is really, really, really exciting. With the nearing completion card, it kind of describes, let's say you've got a goal, and your goal metaphorically is to climb a mountain, and you can see the top of that mountain right from the start of your journey, and you pace yourself, and you've got base camp, and then you've got the next camp, and you get to all these different stages, and this card indicates you are very, very, very nearly at the top. And so then you get to the top, you reach your goal. So this is suggesting you have just a tiny little bit more, there's a few more practical arrangements, and absolutely being your authentic self, you can get to that goal. So I think the goal that you have been dreaming of is really close. What's really interesting is that this card, and this is why you have Thurisaz, the Rune of Gateway. Thurisaz says, literally also, that you climb, it's like metaphorically, you climb to the top of a mountain, you reflect on everything that you have experienced to this date, because it's made you who you are, so you value who you are, and then you step through the gateway. This card says, a bit like stepping through the gateway, you're now in new territory. You're going to get to that goal. You're so close to it. You're very nearly at the top of that mountain. But then, of course, it's new territory, because your entire focus has been about learning how to climb the mountain, how to get there, how to develop the strength, the strategy, to know to your life skills, everything you need to reach the summit. But when you reach the summit, you've now got to learn how to descend it and how to live in the valley below, kind of thing. So it's like I think in October you reach the goal. I think you're very near to completion, and potentially with Perth at the top here and Flow, I think you literally at some point in October you reach the end goal of some sort of a connection, whether it's, as I said, a friendship group or a community group or a best buddy or the love of your life, or something that removes you from solitude. You reach the end goal. Now you're going to have to learn to be in that group of people, or in that relationship, or with that person, or in that friendship, because that's new territory, because this is a new experience for you. So I do, and be your authentic self. Don't try to be anything other than you. I think this token is about climbing down the mountain, learning to live in the valley of this dream, learning to live in the dream time, learning to be learning to live the realness of what this actually means. Your prayers will be answered. Let's draw your tarot cards and see what else we are shown. May we kindly ask for information about October for my beautiful pile threes. I'm seeing this and this and this and this and this. Gosh, loads of cards coming through for you. And so we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. This is really interesting, the messages coming through. We have the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is super groovy. We've then got the Two of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords, and I reckon we have definitely got room for another card. May we kindly have another card for my pile threes. May we kindly have another card, and there it is. We have the, where are we? Page of Swords came out in the reverse position. Okay. This, I heard, something will break your fall. I was just seeing this hurdle here with the, it's the Eight of Wands, with the Eight of Wands. And then the King of Pentacles and the wheel turns. What is it that you need to pause and see? What I'm seeing here is, I think you are going to, I think this is a breakthrough, actually. This is what I'm seeing. It's the breakthrough. If you have been single, this would be the breakthrough moment. The dream comes true, that you get what you desire, you get what you have been asking for, you get what you have been wishing for. It's like you go for the, whatever the goal is. And I do think it connects to relationships, but whatever the goal, you get to the, you go for gold. You get your gold medal. You reach that point. You've got a gold medal here. You reach that point. Now the wheel turns. Because once you get your goal, then that's a whole new beginning. And that's what we're seeing. It's a whole new beginning. I think you're going to jump for joy. It is really exciting. However, I think it's also kind of confronting at the same time, because this is really new territory for you. And also with the Page of Swords in the reverse position, and likewise the Six of Swords. It's very interesting with the Queen of Pentacles. Look at her looking in the mirror. I think it does kind of, I don't know, maybe it confronts you with, it's like, yeah, you get the gold, but there's the realness of what this is maybe it mirrors to you. You know, when you meet somebody, it would be like you meet someone and you are jumping for joy. This is the most amazing relationship that, you know, this is the love of your life. I'm just using this as a hypothetical example. But then actually, because this person is quite similar to you, you know, and I do actually think, or there is something that really resonates with you, it does kind of make you look at yourself. I mean, this is like, I think in relationships, you know, whether this is friendships or relationships, however you look at it, whatever kind of connection it is, I think we get our biggest hurts in relationship. We also find our greatest healing. I feel somebody is a mirror of you. Maybe somebody, if you have been hurt in relationship, they've also been hurt in relationship. You know, if they are indecisive in relationship, you know, I think you mirror. I think you basically mirror each other. If this was like an intimate relationship. But there is something mirrored back to you. I'm going to get more guidance and information about this. What else is being shown here? On the one hand, I think you break through like a glass ceiling. It's like faced with the reality of your choices. Now that's not a bad thing here. Again, take off the mask that you believe you had to wear. There's something very real about this. It's like you get the dream, you get the good fortune, and now there's the realness of this. You know, what if something, you know, we do have this pentacle here. What if something really took off that you are doing? I mean, I feel this is largely about people, but you know, what if it did? What if you're in a working environment and you've been longing to have enough resources to be able to employ somebody or delegate, and then actually somehow something takes off, you break through that glass ceiling financially, you can afford to now employ someone, you're jumping for joy, but actually there's the realness of this. There's something about the realness of a situation that follows the breakthrough. May we kindly ask, this is the climbing back down that hill that this card is speaking of. You get to the completion, and then where do you go from here? It's like now this is a whole new story. How does this unfold? Let's find out. So the card that showed itself clearly to us was the Five of Wands, which is very much a card of stepping up and facing any kind of what I would call conflict or competition. We've then got the Moon. We've got the Two of Swords. I think this is a really big learning curve for you. And then you have the Six of Wands, which is the card of success. I honestly do think, I feel a bit like you're thrown into deep water with the Moon. This really would be like, this is like your dream, a dream come true. And then it's completely the reality of what this is. It's like you've got to the end goal. You are at the top of that mountain of achievement, which is amazing. Everything you have been wanting, desiring, and now you are in it. And it's like, wow, how do I navigate down this mountain? I don't know how to do this. My whole life has been spent learning to climb up the mountain, and I need a whole new skill set to climb down. And I think you could feel like, how do I do this? I don't know how to do this. How do I do this? Well, let's find out what else we are shown here. I feel there is a degree of trust. Look at the full moon showing here. And we have the moon card. This will be illuminated for you. Success is coming to you, pile 3. You can do this. You are going to be learning new skills. Some kind of a goal comes true for you. Some kind of a dream comes true for you. It takes you out of a space of almost like isolation or solitude, and it delivers. You get the end goal, you get the good fortune, you get the blessings, and now you've got to learn how to handle that, how to navigate it. How exciting. But also I can see this is like, whoa, all my life I've wanted this. Now what do I do? Let's check in. We've got the card of the card of success here. Let's see I mean, you're going to be completely fine. Honestly, you're going to breeze this. I think it's just the initial enormity of, wow, I finally got what I have been wanting. I finally got what I have been asking for. This is a dream come true. I'm finally here. Now what do I do with it? Ace of Swords. Look at this. This is about decisions. This is about clarity. You'll get clarity. You can do this. You can work this out. You will get clarity. You'll know, you can start to make decisions. And because we have the ace, I kind of want to say you can take this kind of like, one stride at a time. I think you will work out how to do this. I think you'll be gifted with the solutions. Trust in wise spirits and your prayer will be answered. Like on 2 levels, not only do you, and this is where the nuts and bolts are coming in as well. I think you can learn the nuts and bolts of a new circumstance. You can learn the nitty gritty of how to do something. You absolutely can. Just be open, authentic, honest and genuine. Step up. Acknowledge, totally acknowledge, I don't know how to do this. I'm not quite sure what the next step is. This is new to me. Say it how it is. Own it. Be really clear. And success will definitely be coming to you. October is so interesting for you, my pile 3s. You are so going to get something you have been desiring for a long time, I think. Pile 3, this is your reading. If this is resonating with you, do give me the thumbs up. I am so excited for you. This feels like such new territory to be entering into. Do keep me posted in the comments. Thank you so much, all of you, for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading, subscribe and press the little bell icon. And also, my beautiful souls, thank you so much, all of you who have been signing up to my tarot course. It is such a blessing to be walking alongside you on your tarot journey. Tons and tons of love.